Immigration and Customs Enforcement has revealed new rules for international students for the upcoming fall semester. The new guidelines from ICE say any student with a visa under its Student and Exchange Visitor Program must take an in-person class to remain in the U.S. Students whose schools plan to offer online-only classes in the fall will have to transfer or leave the country or face possible deportation. Melissa Korn is a reporter for the Wall Street Journal covering higher education, and she joins me now from New York City. Welcome, Melissa. Great to see you. Thank you for being with us. So what options do these international students have under these new guidelines from ICE? Are they entirely at the mercy of whatever their schools decide to do in the fall, whether it's have in-class programs or online?
It really does depend on what their school is doing and where they're coming from. So if they are a new student who is just starting a program, they might not even be able to get a visa to come here if their school was teaching something in person. And depending on what country they're coming from, there are travel restrictions in place. So it really does depend on the school. If the school is offering any sort of in-person option, whether it's completely in-person or a hybrid, they are expected to be on campus in person and cannot take an entire course load remotely, which is a real problem for those students who can't get to the U.S. On the flip side, if the school is offering all online and the student is here now in the United States, they have to leave.
So are there currently large numbers of students who were here in the spring and left, international students I'm talking about, and left and went home after school went online, who may be stuck now and may not be able to return to their boarding schools or colleges because of this new rule?
Absolutely. There is concern that they won't be able to come to the States to do their coursework. Though the schools are trying to arrange for them to be able to do their classes remotely from whatever country they're in, if they are offering an online-only option.
And so for the students who perhaps stayed, the international students who stayed in this country, how likely is it that they would be able to, let's say, transfer to another college or university if the current college they're enrolled in is not offering in-person classes?
It depends on what type of school they're looking to go to. It's pretty late in the game for a transfer application at many schools right now. And if you're, a rising junior or a rising senior, you don't want to start all over somewhere, and a lot of schools won't really accept a senior transfer that easily. So it's a really big concern for a lot of students right now.
And from the perspective of the colleges and the universities, what impact is this likely to have?
This could have a really big detrimental impact on the schools, on their bottom line. International students make up upwards of 15% of students at some institutions for undergraduates, and even larger share for graduate programs. And they often pay full freight. They don't get discounts and financial aid at many programs. So this could be a really big hit for schools if they see their international enrollment drop. Many schools are anticipating that and tried to increase domestic enrollment for this coming year to kind of counter that, but it will still be a big financial hit.
Now, is this applying to boarding schools as well, high schools?
So this applies to students who are on F or M visas, which is generally for vocational and academic college programs. So at this point, the options, if you're an international student, are pretty limited, right? There's no way of appealing this, is there? Not necessarily. It's all still so new. These guidelines came out yesterday. Schools and students were waiting eagerly for them. Now that they're here, they're still being digested. A lot of schools have come out and said, we're reading this carefully. It's not that long, so they can read it pretty quickly. And then they need to figure out what it means for their students. So the best advice for students is to contact their schools. Unfortunately, they might not have the answers yet. And is this information then likely to influence the colleges and universities as they're currently trying to figure out what to do in the fall? They're actually, as we speak, making decisions about whether to hold in-person or online classes. Could this sort of, push them over the edge towards in-person classes? It could push a school to tweak its reopening plan, depending on what its student body
looks like. So if a school has a significant number of international students from, say, China, and those students are in China now, it might appeal to a school to go online only, because those students could still all enroll and take those classes from China. If a school has a lot of students who are international students who are already in the States, then doing online or hybrid might look more appealing for them.
And these visa limitations are applying across the board to all international students, correct? They aren't penalizing some countries over others?
Correct. These are broad guidelines for students who are here on any F1 visa.
All right. Well, Melissa Korn from the Wall Street Journal, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.